Hey everyone, Robert here, author of Expansion Mastery, the practical guide to living a fully engaged life. Are you ready to live life to the fullest? Are you ready and willing to transform yourself and your life from ordinary to extraordinary in the year of 2020? Well, this is your chance, my friends. Welcome to the Fully Engaged Life. Welcome back to the show, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of the Fully Engaged Life for 2019. I'm feeling pretty good about 2020 myself, and I hope you are too. Let's work together to make this the most successful year for authentic spirituality on the planet. Together we can accomplish this. So I challenge all of you, as I'm challenging myself, to bump up your already incredible efforts for your own spiritual training. Intensify it in the new year. Hit the ground running and go full steam ahead. Stay consistent in what you're doing, and you will attain results. All right, so here we are in this episode. We are in the first of the esoteric challenges of the being section of my book, Expansion Mastery. This is the first of these 5 challenges, and this is the final section in the book. So this is the inner smile, self-love, and opening the heart. The inner smile is a technique, a Taoist-based technique, that is primarily taught by Grandmaster Mantak Chia, and it is a fantastic practice. I have done this practice personally with Grandmaster Chia as well as some of his top-ranking students, and it is a very direct and powerful way to begin affecting your vibration. So not only is this an exercise in self-acceptance and self-love, but it is an actual Taoist method for directly engaging and increasing the vibrational frequency within yourself. Do not allow the simplicity of this exercise to belittle its value, because this has a tremendous amount of value. Remember what I've said all along. The more complex and more difficult the practices, the less likely they are to yield any real lasting results. Likewise, if they're overly simplified, then they become nothing more than fluff that's completely ineffective. But as far as practices go, the inner smile is one that is really easy to work with. Sure, it takes a little work to get down, but not much in my opinion. It seems pretty straightforward and pretty simple. So I highly recommend that you immerse yourself in the inner smile and make sure that you are actually engaging this practice on a consistent basis. This is an easy, enjoyable practice to do daily. In modern spirituality, we're always hearing about having an open heart and opening the heart, and how all you have to do is smile and your heart opens. Well, opening the heart has a lot more to it than that. It's more than just being happy or feeling good. Opening the heart requires actual practices to engage. Now, every time we smile, are we opening the heart? Yes, the heart center opens a little bit more. The energy center becomes a little larger, a little more open. It's the same when we're happy, when we feel good. And the opposite effect happens if somebody tells us something that makes us sad, then those things start to close. But we have to understand that that is a normal interaction for a human being. There's nothing special happening there. There's nothing really taking place other than what happens for everyone, even those who are unconscious about such things. Understand what I'm trying to explain to you here? There's a normal amount of things that happen with our vibrational frequency and our energy centers and all this stuff. Every minute of every day, they're opening and closing, depending on the different energetic interactions we have with people, our emotions, and our frequency being affected by those things. All of that is normal. Smiling is normal. Feeling happy is normal. See, all of those things are just normal. That is not opening your heart. Okay? That is just moving yourself up the spectrum into a better area, a better frequency, which is fantastic. But that's not the real meaning of opening our heart. However, if we do the inner smile is capable of helping us to begin the process of opening the heart, as well as increasing the vibrational frequency within us. Now, if you're uncertain of who Grandmaster Mantak Chia is, or you've never heard about the Inner Smile, I would recommend that you go to www.expansionmastery.com. If you go there in the blog section, there is a video interview that I did with Grandmaster Chia some years ago, and I actually asked him about the Inner Smile. And one of the things he stressed was the absolute importance of that exercise and how that technique alone provides the essence of all the other exercises in all of the Taoist teachings that he presents. The Inner Smile is far more than a visualization or meditative technique. It's an incredible, beautiful way to get connected with your physical self, your vibrational frequency, and the ability to begin opening your heart. This practice is extremely safe, easy to interact with, and you can, over time, as you get comfortable with it, actually customize it to fit whatever it is you're working on at the time. So if you use this Inner Smile practice as a way to begin positively impacting the frequency of your vibration and create the foundation necessary for you to open your heart, then in challenge 2 of this section, which is opening the heart center meditation, you'll understand better how the first and second challenges in this section actually work together and build upon one another, and you can see very clearly the truth in what Grandmaster Chia stated by saying that the Inner Smile is the essence of all of these other practices, because it surely shows as being the essence for this heart center opening meditative practice that I share. And once you begin to engage these practices, understand this, and feel what's truly happening, you'll understand the benefits very quickly, as well as seeing just how much fluff is out there that doesn't work, and how opening the heart is dismissed as something so simple, all you have to do is smile. You get to see the superficial nature of the fake spirituality out there. Okay, so are you ready? I'm going to guide you through this practice of the Inner Smile. So begin by finding a safe, quiet place where you can sit comfortably, where you won't be disturbed or distracted. Now for this, I highly recommend beginning by taking 3 deep breaths, as I always do. These are deep, cleansing breaths just to get yourself back into abdominal breathing. If you're not breathing that way naturally, you should be. So take these 3 deep abdominal breaths and make sure that you begin the breath bridge. Okay? Now this technique is found in Challenge 4 of the Heavens section, so it's in the book. I've presented it to you in a very basic form through previous podcasts, and I had it available as a 2-disc audio program for a while. An updated, more detailed version of this is going to be available in the new Breathing Mastery program that I'm producing, so stay tuned for that. So you have access to this material so you can do it really well. Okay, so after you do that, you're going to do the breath bridge. That helps you cross from the external sensory perception to your internal perception. And then what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the internal organs. I know this may sound kind of strange, but in Chinese medical theory, they believe that each one of the organs has its own sense of spirit, its shen, its own sense of vitality, its own sense of spirit, and this sort of thing is not as far-fetched as it may sound. There are a lot of studies that are proving the validity of this type of understanding. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to place your mental focus on your liver, right? That's on the right side of the body, just underneath the rib cage. Okay, behind the rib cage, the lower rib cage there, and just underneath it. So you can gently touch this area to bring your mind there if you need to. If not, just kind of visualize your liver. And what you're going to do is see your liver glowing the brightest green that you can see in your mind's eye. You're going to see it glowing brighter and brighter with every breath that you take. And you're going to sense it smiling back at you, that it feels good, it feels healthy. This is what's meant by it smiling back at you. Each time you inhale, you're going to see the liver begin to glow brighter. As you exhale, see the glow settle just for a little bit. Now, I recommend spending about a minute on each one of the organs. You can do it less or you can do it a lot more. This is a perfectly safe exercise. All you're doing is placing your mental awareness in that area, trying to connect with that organ, seeing it healthy, seeing it vibrant. And we're using particular colors here. These colors are the particular colors that are associated with these organs. And these colors themselves have a lot of therapeutic power. Now, in the beginning, maybe you can't really get a bright green. Maybe it's a drab army green or something like that. What that tells you is maybe your liver's not as healthy as it could be. Maybe there's an emotional disturbance that's associated with the liver. Maybe you get a sense that the liver's just unhappy. You don't get a sense of it being vibrant and smiling and healthy and happy. So this exercise is to help you achieve that. So maybe we have to take a look at what we're putting into our body, what we're doing to that organ. Maybe we have to pay attention to our emotions, right? Like the anger is one of the emotions that is associated with the liver. So we have to be careful. Maybe we're spending too much time being angry, and that will negatively impact the health and function of our liver. See, so what we're trying to do is stabilize our emotions, because each spirit of the organ is associated with various types of emotions. So this is helping us to put them all in a positive perspective and to make the organs themselves a bit healthier. So now what we're going to do is repeat this process. We're going to look in towards our heart, and we're going to smile to our heart. Okay? With each one of these organs, we want to smile at the organ, and we want to see if we can have a sense of it smiling back. Now, this doesn't mean you see your actual organs looking at you and smiling. It's not quite that literal, folks. It's just that it feels good. You're getting a nice, light, positive, healthy feeling. That's what's meant by the organ smiling back at you. But you want to smile at it. Now, when you do this, you can have your eyes closed. They can be open. But when you do this, this is the inner smile, right? I'm smiling inside myself. I'm smiling to my organs. And one of the things that we've found is it's helpful. It increases the effectiveness of this if you actually smile with your face. So even though this is an inner smile, there is a smile on your face while you do the practice. Okay, so here we're going to smile at the heart, and we're going to envision the heart beginning to open and shining light in all directions, touching upon everyone without discrimination or judgment. Everyone. The heart is going to glow the brightest red you have ever seen in your mind's eye. You're going to continue to breathe, and every time you inhale, the red bright light gets even brighter, more intense, and when you exhale, it just kind of settles gently. And then with the next inhalation, it becomes bright and powerful again. You're going to envision that light, that red light shining out in all directions, touching everyone and everything. Now you're going to see that heart smile back at you, letting you know your heart is healthy. And again, taking about a minute or so to do this. If you want to do 3 minutes, do 3 minutes, whatever you would like. Now you're going to take your mental focus over to your spleen. Your spleen is on the left side of your body, underneath the lower rib area, kind of across from the liver. You're going to repeat the same process. We're going to begin smiling to the spleen. Again, you can put your fingers there if you need to feel the area to make more mental awareness go there. That's fine. And with this, the spleen is going to glow the brightest, most beautiful, intense yellow you are capable of seeing in your mind's eye. You're going to see this glow brighter as your spleen smiles back to you. Remember that each time you inhale, you see the spleen growing brighter. As you exhale, the color settles just a little bit. Once you've finished, you're going to take your mental focus to your lungs. We're going to repeat the same process of smiling to your lungs. The lungs are going to glow in incredibly intense, pure, bright white. The purest, brightest white you can possibly imagine and see in your mind's eye. You're going to see both of your lungs glowing brightly and smiling back at you. Remember that each time you inhale, the lungs, both lungs, will glow brighter, and as you exhale, they settle just a bit. After you've finished with this, you're going to take your mental focus to your kidneys. Remember, the kidneys are on the back side, underneath the rib cage there, below the rib cage, and they're much smaller than we have a tendency to think. Okay? So we're going to take our mental focus on the kidneys, and we're going to smile to our kidneys. The kidneys are glowing a dark blue, or maybe even black. Either way, it's the brightest version of these colors you can imagine. How can you see an incredibly bright dark blue or even a bright black? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you see it in your mind's eye? You're going to see both of your kidneys glowing brightly as they smile back at you. Each time you inhale, both of your kidneys are going to glow brighter, and as you exhale, the glow will settle just a little bit. You're going to practice this exercise, this challenge, by maintaining the order of the focused organs as instructed. So stay with the order that's presented in the book. Okay, once you've done that, you've gone through the organs this way, you can just sit and rest. Or if you have any injury or an illness, this is a time to address it. Any injury or illness anywhere in your body, you're going to see this area in your mind's eye. And what you want to do is smile to the injury or illness. Smile to it. Accept it. Stop resisting it. Accept it and smile to it. And you want to see that area of your body glowing bright gold, the brightest, shiniest, intense gold that you have ever dreamt possible. Then you're going to remember, you're going to think about how it felt when that area was healthy, how you felt when you didn't have that injury or illness. And then you're going to allow that focus to remain for a few moments. When you're finished, you're going to send well wishes to that area. And you're trying to see that area smile back to you. Then you're going to let it go. What we're going to do is we're going to then return to the heart one last time, smiling to it, and see it smiling back, glowing brightly red, and see if we can open it just a little bit more by feeling good about ourselves, about our physical body, about our health, about our well-being. Once you finish that, you're going to sit quietly, and you're just going to focus on allowing yourself to feel your physical body inside and out. Feel the organs, feel everything about your body. You're going to feel the presence of your mind and feel how great it is to be you. How unique it is to be you. This will help you to develop a sense of unconditional love and compassion for yourself, because you can't possibly hold authentic, unconditional love and compassion for others if you are incapable of doing it for yourself first. Think about that. You're going to then reflect upon all the great things you do for yourself, the things you do for others, and how the lives of others are better because you are part of their experience. Sit and bask in this higher vibrational frequency. Try to hold that heart open a little bit more, as much as you can. Feel how amazing it feels. You can sit and enjoy that feeling for as long as you like. When you are finished, you're going to use the breath bridge to go from the inner to the outer. And then you're going to take 3 cleansing breaths to reconnect to your physical body and the external world. And when you rise up from this exercise, make sure you do so slowly and carefully. And remember, never ever perform this practice or any other while you are actively driving a vehicle. All right, there you have it. An incredible practice that is so easy, focusing on the organs and actually the process of the organs and how they interact with one another. You're stimulating that. We're bringing our mental awareness into our body, into any injury or illnesses to help it heal. And we are emotionally healing ourselves at the same time. This truly is an amazing practice, and I hope that you enjoy it. And even more importantly, I hope that you are able to reap the many benefits that it provides. And of course, a very special word of thanks goes out to Grandmaster Mantak Chia for sharing this practice with the world. Okay, everyone. Last episode of 2019. Are you ready? We've got 4 more episodes in this series that we will get through in the beginning of 2020. And then I'm thinking I might have a very special episode coming up with a very special guest that I think you'll really enjoy. So be ready. There are some great things planned for the Fully Engaged Life in 2020, and it's all designed to help you to begin living a fully engaged life. Make sure and visit me at www.expansionmastery.com. Get your autographed copy of Expansion Mastery. Watch for the Breath Mastery program is coming, folks. It's almost ready. Be patient, and I appreciate you sticking with me. It's going to be well worth it. Until next time, and until next year, I wish you the very best in your practices and your life. Take care.